Hey guys, welcome back to yet another Ira gameplay video. So today, what we're doing is kind of going through the new list. Awesome, so I'm gonna go second against Riptide here, just so we don't trigger any traps. Nice little Riptide game. We bring in this, we bring in this, and we bring in these as well. We are up by one, so I think I'm okay to cut that. Yeah, this is fine. So basically, with the new list, guys, I'm running Amulet of Echoes. I find this card really interesting. It does have Go again. It is a 0 blue for the Kodachis, so at base it's okay. Essentially, it's just there for Gone and a Flash. Just being able to force them to play out the instance in response to the effect trigger. The destruction trigger means they can return Gone one more time after playing it twice, but then with the action points they can't do anything. So do want to test that out. I'm also on Poison Blade because we are on the third Kodachi. And with the concealed blades, it is really fun, and I miss that playline. This hand is pretty good right now. So we're looking at a Dreadball list, 65 cards, decently defensive, interesting. Okay, I'm keen to see how this match goes. Basically, if we can tuck... Alright, that's important to know. If we can tuck our D-Reacts early, then we're in a very good spot. I actually don't mind blocking... Oh, I really want to keep this to block them since they're not on long draw. Do we get rid of dual threat here? I think it's just Torrent. Because I think this hand is maneuverable without Torrent. Maybe I should have blocked with dual threat if I'm going to play the Warmongers anyway. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so Codex to the bottom. We'll see if he shoots this or not. Okay, cool. And we know there is a Frailty Trap on top. So here we unfortunately do have to give up the Warmongers and the dual threat. So I think our blocking decisions were fine. Alright. So yeah, they're on a pretty standard list. No New Horizon though. I suppose that's more for Sandscour in Death Dealer when it was more of a thing. So let's see what we draw into. Okay, very interesting. So we know that in their hand is a Frailty Trap. So I think what I'm actually going to do here is just send... I'm just going to send 6 like this, and I'm going to keep this in Arsenal because I want to be able to flick to extend the turn. Otherwise, I would have probably kept Bittering Thorns just as a better on-rate attack. Yep, so there was an argument to Dagger first to try and connect on the Blood Spattered, but with the likelihood that he'd Frailty, then we'd have to pick up the point just to be able to attack for 7. So I'd rather just keep a card in Arsenal. So we'll put Bittering to the bottom. Okay, pretty interesting hand here. We'll see what he's got. This is 0 for 5 on a non-attack is pretty cool. So what do we do here? So this kind of goes into how we want to maneuver this game. There could be a snaps that we have to worry about as well. This is technically 11. So I think what I'm going to do actually here, even though this hand is really good, I'm just going to block 7. Force the snaps if he wants to use them early. Okay, cool. So just a Sigil hopefully puts a non-attack into his arsenal. And then we'll just play the Warmongers here. Normally I'd play out this hand, especially with our Vest. And the pick up the point to make blocking really awkward. But that was like 7 on hit 1, on hit another 3. So 11 is not really not really where I want to be at. So I'm just going to drop a Warmongers here and see what he does. If it is a non-attack, he'll have to trench. Cool. So we both have not done damage to each other. This is a not bad hand. Okay, so he goes for the trench. We'll see what type of arrow he has here. I'm going to turn this on preemptively. Yeah, this is tough because yeah, so if this hits, there's a potential that he actually can shoot another. And I don't really want that happening. Plus, these cards are kind of redundant here. So what I'm going to do is actually just block for 6. It's a little bit too... If I had 1 or 2 counters on Vest, I might have used it by now. But because the game's really early at the moment, and he is on sigils, so we do have to mind that. We do have sigils ourselves. Yeah, so I guess he kind of duped us there, right? Yeah. So that's a little bit unfortunate. So that's fine though, because with the sensor, we're basically saying, like, address it, or else we're gonna name that perfectly. Since we know that this is back in hand, potentially in Arsenal. The sigil is a little bit unfortunate for us though, I think. I don't think we could have played around that, because there's not many other cards at that stage, besides like maybe a Rain Razors that would let him reload. So yeah, potentially meant to take that. I'm not too sure, but we are going to try and do something here with this little 3-card hand. I'm not going to resource here because I want him to have the least amount of information as possible. But we do have to flick here. Ideally, he blocks this. Yep, perfect. So yep, now we flick. Gain a resource. Cool. So now we should get one more card, and potentially we also might get the Prov. Yep. Because Trench is his only other source of armor. So not a bad turn by any means, kind of bringing us back to parity a little bit more. So we will just name Endless Arrow here. Whether it's in his, if it's in his arsenal, it could be a. Sorry, if it's a non-attack in his arsenal, then he could be ideally trying to play it that way. This just completely bricks him right now, because he has no way. Hand or arsenal, you can't do anything with it, so he just has to pass. Yeah. Cool. So with here, we only really want one of these in hand. So what I'm gonna do is pitch this away. I'm debating gaining the resource here. Let me just think. So if we gain the resource, we can do that into that into that. But I don't think it's really worth it here. So no. So I'm kind of worried about the fact that that the Rowdy Locals would discard the sync, and I really don't want that to happen. I hate this card. I actually despise this card. This card fucking sucks. Oh wow, okay. And you're gonna go for a shelter. Jeez, alright. So we know the Endless is definitely in his arsenal then. It's a little bit unfortunate though on the Inertia Trap. But look, we're just kind of playing time till we get our CNCs, and then we can kick him in the ass. Sure, because he has prevention here, we're just going to pass. We're not going to waste our time. Unfortunate, we might have to use the Vest here to block, unless it's another non-attack. Tough. Yep. Yeah, this is not what we wanted to see. So it's either 3 cards Arsenal or it's draw. Like that draw. Tough. I think so. Draw doesn't trigger any traps. We could guarantee the Arsenal. I think I'm fine blocking like this. We could always top deck a D-React. If we get lucky, we could top deck something else, but I think I'm fine with this. I'd rather get the use out of the armor too before the boulder traps start connecting, because then we're really at the mercy of putting D-Reacts into the arsenal as soon as possible. Yeah, I think this is a worthy sacrifice. We got a use out of it. It's like what, 1 use of a Trunic, I suppose, but yeah. Sweet, so we're just gonna draw, hopefully get a D-react. Concealed Blade's okay. It's not one of the worst blues we could put in our arsenal, for sure. Cool, and we avoid the trigger. No reload here, interesting. Cool, so we'll pop this in. So we unfortunately have used all of our torrents. They've used all their sigils. This hand's kind of interesting though. What do you have? Because ideally I'm looking at this and I'm just like... Yeah, I don't think this matters, to be honest. Because I think what I want to do is... Like, we can go... There. I think? I'm not sure. I don't know. I think that's fine. I do want to set up this dual threat as early as possible. I think getting a big dual threat turn here is the way we win this game. And we can threaten the Concealed Blade here, potentially if they block for 2. I mean, it's risky, I know, but like, what else do we have kind of working for us right now, right? Not the greatest of hands. Interesting. Okay. Is that all 3 shelters? Or is that like the next one that goes into the grave? I don't know. Sure. It's kind of annoying though, because this stab wound won't get full value, but so here I don't want to flick. Attack action hits this turn. Effects don't trigger. Is that like all effects, including the Concealed Blade? I don't know. It's interesting though. I think I still play it anyway. I just want to clear the arsenal out. And we're at 33, so, you know, not amazing, but not bad. Maybe there's an argument to play the dual threat, but I think with the 2 shelter prevention at the moment, it's not really worth it. I don't know. I really don't know that interaction, but we'll see if he's got the blood rot trap. Cool. Yep. So 33 plays 35. We're not doing too bad right now. We are decently behind, but ideally we kick into our CNCs soon. But losing the sensors and the torrents early is not ideal, especially for smaller dual threat turns. Yeah. Wow. Okay. So. Wow. Is that really just a pass? Wow. Okay. We might be able to do something here. We might actually be able to do something here. This could be big. And he's letting the hit, so it's not a collapsing trap. That's really weird. I wonder what this hand was. Was it all traps or all non-attacks? Potentially? I'm not sure. I'm kind of nervous now though, eh? Okay, I mean, this is gonna go through though, so boom, boom. Oh no, if he has the oh, what's it called again? The majestic one? Buzzsaw trap? No, spike pit trap? I don't know. The one that reduces the power, that's going to be brutal. Alright, he's... Oh, what is this? Yeah, that's the one, that's the one. Nice. Oh, but he used it on the wrong one? Oh, he's going to be gutted. That's good value, though. That's a really good value. Yeah, I'm just going to come in for 12, buddy. Oh, what a... Get out of here, dude. Are you actually kidding me? Oh my gosh. Yeah, okay. Sure. You just had the perfect blocking hand for my big turn. Alright, brother. Alright. That's pretty annoying. This sucks. Um... Do I just block here? Man, if that's a codex though, I'm cooked. I'm actually so cooked. I don't think I can play around codex though, so I'm just gonna block here. Yeah, good draws from you, bro. Far out. Okay, no codex. We're safe. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. It 100% is, isn't it? Or it's an arrow. Oh my god. Ugh. This is so dumb. This is so dumb. Alright. Yep. Sorry guys, just had to let my dog out. Yeah. That's pretty much how you win a game, I think. We're not gonna have any armor too, so we can basically what, just send 5, 4. Ugh. We have to do this instead of keeping CNC, or else we're just gonna die to attrition. Yeah, tough. Not seeing the CNCs early on these big turns would have been really nice too. Oh, sorry, it comes in for 6, my bad. Yep. Oh my, jeez, man. Yeah. It's like usually the spread, you know what I mean? I don't know. I don't even know what we can do here, guys. I think we're just cooked. I mean, a block's 3, right? Like... That's a crazy godsend. We... Do I want to keep that on top? I mean, it's not really proactive though, is it? Alright, how many blues have I gone through? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... No, it's a pretty likelihood I'll draw another one. I need some aggression here. I need something good. Actually, the next thing it was... Oh yeah, so I do have to block this. It's not just anything, right? Next time, yeah. Because I would have liked to keep that in Arsenal, but why not play it on the attack that I can actually block, right? More... both in the same hand. Remorseless, eh? 6. It's another codex to the bottom. Oh, I really don't want to block with that. Like, really not. Well... It's like, do I save life? Do I keep threat density? I think I just have to block like that. feels pretty bad. I suppose at least we stop like the snaps into the codex play though. So we're gonna go to 19, but draw a full hand of traps, please. So we're coming in for 8, so we're putting them to 19. Like we're kind of keeping up, but those early hands really really got us, guys. Cool. No collapsing yet as well. And you have the block card again. There's no way. Oh my gosh. That's cooked. These are the greatest draws I've ever seen from a Riptide. Wow. And that comes in for 7. That's broken. Oof. Oh yeah. That's 10 out of 10. Yeah, we've pretty much lost from these draws, guys, unfortunately. Did the best that I could. I just don't think I could have played that any differently, to be quite honest with you. Like, what's this coming in for 5, right? I mean, I can't even block this. Like, I need to go bam into bam and then Arsenal there, or else I'm just dead, so. Yeah, well played by the Riptide. We'll play it out, just for friendliness. Oh, nice. Yeah. Okay, that's nah, that's gay. I'm not normally one to leave too early, but yeah, there's no shot we were winning that game. That was pretty crazy, pretty crazy. Yeah, it happens. I do want to play another one though, maybe 1 or 2. We'll see how that goes. But yeah. Really keen to try Amulet of Echoes though. I really want to make that card work. I think it's one of those cards where like if you get it early, they do have to be wary about it. So they can't just kind of gone in a flash you or double blast out of nowhere. I think that's pretty cool. Oh, we get a Slippy. Okay, okay. This matchup is really cool. So now that Bonds is gone, we do have a little bit of leeway. I do want to bring in the Snags because they're on spikes and Justinek potentially still. So I think 2 is a good spot to be in. I do take away the Pains and I'll go... Like, I'm really considering Poison Blade because I think it can do a lot of work. But I've also been really liking Humble. Yeah, I found Humble just kind of forces blocks, which is pretty important. So I think like 3 there, 1 here. I think the setup's fine, to be honest. I think this is a good setup. Yeah, so we'll see how it goes. So we're on the play. We're on the play. Pretty standard look for Slippy. Cool. So let's begin. I don't think I should use the vest here. I don't know. It's like, yeah, for reasons like that, like you're putting very good cards into the bin for them. But yeah, should be fine. Really? Taking this? Damn, must be a good hand. Oh, you just want to undo. Alright. Cool. Probably wanted to block with that, I'm assuming. Just to get it into the grave. That's like the risk of kind of, you know, going first into Slippy, right? I think it's an aggro matchup regardless, so you always want to be going second, but this is weird. Dude, come on, like, what are we doing? 2 very strong cards I'm happy to see early. Not much synergy on this hand though, I don't think, but that's fine. baller hand. Absolutely baller. We can block 3, 1, 4. Should cover up most of their disruption. And then we just get to slap. We just get to go bam. Yeah, so I think here I'm just gonna block 3, see what they got. Cool. I love putting the agency on the Slippy player. I think that's the most important thing you can do. So here I am just gonna block 1 just for the sake of it. And then we'll see what he does. Could be a flick here. Wouldn't be surprised. Man, imagine I had shelter there though. Oof. Yep, and then we'll do this. I would love that on top. Wow. Oh, so you have a codex. Okay. Oh. Oh, tricky, tricky. So you're gonna hit my shelter. And you're gonna draw, but you don't have go again. So, unfortunate as that is, I think our turn is much better. Really odd use of snaps there, to be honest. I thought that would kind of be a codex. Maybe I'm wrong, but yeah, anyway. Oops, nope. I suppose it doesn't matter anyway, right? But yeah, getting the shelter there's a little bit tough. We do get a nice little crack back though. So I'm probably gonna name... I think I just named Codex, right? Or like Orb Weaver Spinneret. I'm still trying to figure that out. Because there's no point naming Bonds now. Another Art of Desire Body. I think, like, it's hard though. It's hard. I think if he had Codex, he would have used it there. So I'm gonna name Orb Weaver. Because I think that's like the scariest card that he's got right now. Well, it's not scary, but it's like efficiency-wise, if you get what I mean. Ideally, we can filter this somehow. I never really block the first attack. I don't know if that's just you guys, but... So what is this? Okay, if we draw blue, please. Damn. So this is like... Yeah, it's worth it. Yeah, blue would have been juice. Not bad on the cover though. Oh, wait. Oh, thanks, bro. Yeah, sorry, I just had to block with Bitterings on that. Like, if we flick here... I don't know. Wait, sorry, I think ability's better there, right? Because it stops the clave and the flick. And the extra blood rot. Oh, no. Oh, no, go back. I'm sorry. Oh my god, fuck me. Alright, whatever. Ugh, whatever. I better not lose the game from that. It's gonna piss me off. Sure. Yeah, because we would not have been marked. Turn this on. What else do you have, buddy? Sure. We're not blocking it. Oh, he's killing me. Oh, no. Oh, mega irritating, boys. Okay. Yep, so we don't need this anymore. I'm potentially flicking here, to be honest. I just need to, like, force him to block or something, or just draw draw D-reacts. So we're not winning this, like, at all. So if we go here, let's flick that. I kind of don't want him to block this. I'd rather he goes 4 and then we can hit him with another 4. Five actually, if it hits. But... Wow, we get the prov. Okay. Does he change anything? No? Okay. We'll just keep this. Nice. No reason not to. Sure. It's not worth using a shelter just for him to get his clave back. Whoa, crazy. What a card. This is why you don't get hasty, boys. The fact that this gives you an arsenal, though, is like proper cooked. And he's going for the CNC? Bro, what? Is this guy like psychic? Okay. Hit. Draw a sensor. We can hope. Yeah, we get a card. Better than nothing. So, like, the odds is this, and then Arsenal, right? So, I actually don't mind just blocking 4. Yeah, cool. That into that. Yeah, this is good. So we get a little bit of a reset, which is pretty strong here. So we can push 11, or we can go... It's just like if he has a D-react in that arsenal, though, that's the only thing that gets me here, because I really want to keep that. Where are my ratios looking right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 out of 9, so it's pretty unlikely that I hit. Oh man, this is tough. This is really tough. I think I just send this, to be honest. I'd rather have a fate guaranteed than try and top deck something and hit like a, I don't know, like a cut through. Yeah, especially because he's blocking here. I think this is the right choice. So, you know, nice little recovery turn. 3 card 11, put a direct in Arsenal, 4 card 15 kind of thing. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so they could have gone like Tunic Sync if we went blah blah blah, flick and then try and do that. So not bad. Pretty solid hand here too, to be honest. I'll flick this on just in case. I really like hands like these because it gives us a lot of agency in what we need to be doing. Yeah, like on this, we're gonna go here, here, and unfortunately we're gonna have to sack the vest. But you know, is what it is. I'd rather just kind of turn off his hero ability, realistically. Cool. So this, like, look, not only does it block 3, sorry, like block 2, but blocking 3 on the weakest link, we'd have to give another bit of equipment there to actually block that. And with 2 CNCs in the bin, this is pretty much safe now. They could always Codex, that is a factor. But just kind of having a little scout here, and it doesn't look too bad for an early game. I suppose we're like mid game at the moment, but yeah, he's kind of having to think now because Pain in the Backside's really Slippy's only natural extender, without using snaps. I think the snaps there was much too early. I think you want to save that. So we get potentially the final kiss of death. It's really interesting though because it means, okay, so he's probably got a direct. No, whoa, crazy. Oh, that's tough. Okay, so we could get juiced here. Because if this is a shred, we're fricked. Damn, do I just give up flick knives? I think I actually have to give up flick knives. I just really don't want to get shredded here. Like, really don't want to get shredded. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's a blue, whatever. So we could have blocked 3. Yeah, it's whatever. But this is, pretty solid. Nice little 12 damage hand. Cool. Making these breakpoints really awkward. 1, 5, 6. Just not really what an opponent wants to see. It's interesting that they're bringing back surgicals. I suppose it is like your next best blue. It's just not stealth, so I get why it's kind of hard. I'm wondering if Slippies will move to cut to the chase, not the spikes. Because cut does work on leave no and surgical. I would personally probably even take up the mantle for eradicate too. It's just really nice off tunic. Or you can go dagger into eradicate, tunic into like a razor or something like that. So yeah. So I think we navigated this pretty well for the hands that we were given. It was pretty rough in the start, but I think now that Slippy doesn't have bonds, it's much tighter, tidier too. But yeah. So he's keeping a blue mark. Does he have any more Justinics? He has 1. Okay. This could be a Codex, so I'm just not going to block this. If he wants to flick, then sure. Because we've only seen 1 Codex, and we're halfway through the deck, so it's quite likely. We'll just go like that. Yeah. Yep. That is what we thought. So discard this, block that, get this back, and then just annoy him on the next turn. Yep. Leave no witnesses, right? Command and Conquer? Huh? Broski, you've got a... Don't you have a leave no witnesses in there? Do you not have a leave no witnesses in the bin? I thought he blocked with one at the. Oh wait, no, I took. Sorry guys, I'm dumb. Yeah. And this still comes in for 6, so this is still like, oi, 2 cards. And if we keep track of his D-reacts too, he might actually draw into them quite soon. And we do have one more CNC coming up as well, and a couple more D-reacts, just in case. Double trouble. We're just gonna block 3 here, just in case this is a Nick. Or a Toxin. The sand's fine, so we don't really want to change it. I think here we are just going to name Codex if this hits. At this point in the game, I'm expecting just the knives plus a D-react probably. But you know, we'll see what they give us. Okay, or Tunic, sure. Cool. That was expected. How are we looking though? Okay, so we've only got one of each at the moment. We haven't seen our snags too, which is kind of interesting. What kind of pumps do they have left? So 1 Justinic, 1 Concealed Blade, potential, 1 Razor, 1 Take Up, 2 Spike, 2 Toxin. Okay. Well, also, just note guys, Snag does not work on Toxin, because it says target dagger attack gets +3, and Snag says attack action cards can't gain from their power. Just a little tad. Oh, speaking of, there's a Snag. So we're kind of drawing into the weaker portion of our deck, I would say. It's actually really tempting just to take this. It is 5 damage though. It's just tough. Like I think we have to. I just don't want to take like too much damage is the problem. But we can't keep blocking because then we get in the cycle of the lose-lose situation into Assassin where there's no good option. You just will lose no matter what. So yeah. Ideally we want to avoid that. To be honest, he could be thinking about a spike play right now. Interesting. I think we can afford a little bit of a setup. I really want him to Justinic flick here. That would be so good. Look, if he passes, at least we can go 3 damage Arsenal. Flick. Yeah, there we go. This is why you guys have to wait. Reaction step is important. Cool. Yeah, we're just gonna shut you off, buddy. And you have no daggers, so you have to draw into your spinnerets. So this means he can't really CNC off the last codex in his deck. I mean he can, but it'll just be really costly. This hand's beautiful. Another 12 damage here. So we got 1, 5, 6. plus 2 D-Reacts is pretty juicy, I'm not gonna lie. This does not matter to me at all. If anything, it helps me get rid of the mark, so yeah. Okay, bro. Was that from Arsenal? What, so you're just gonna switch? Okay. I was thinking about sacking that actually. Like genuinely. No, we're putting you on the bottom. I just want to see 3 blocks at this point. Interesting. What was the point of that? What was that meant to do? Am I missing something? We did get kind of juiced though, but it's alright. I'm really like confused on what that was. Was that meant to do something or? Because you already had the double trouble in Arsenal, right? Yeah. Maybe just to give me a frailty? So this gets at least a card. Which is pretty important here. That was the last CNC2. Cool. What's the better line? Because he still has D-Rex, right? Yeah, he still has 1, so we have to block like that. Just to make it even more awkward. Ah, poor guy. So the reason why I didn't just go blue bittering into Humble for 7 is this spreads out the damage a lot more at more awkward breakpoints. Going 1-5-5 instead of 4-7 means he can just D-react the first one, being the Bittering Thorns, but this comes in for 5, so basically he's like, do I take 3, take 2, then the next attack gets +1 because I have 1 floating, 1 in hand, or do I have to, you know, give 2 cards on this? Puts him in a really tough spot. Pretty meh hand, but at this point we're just kind of going for the kill, so... what's funny is if we played that second, we could have actually won with the double, the double reaction. Okay, yeah. So if he doesn't block this, we can win. No, I'm kidding. I'm not gonna throw. Yep. And this is what we call fatigue by damage, and this is just gonna round it out. So yeah, hopefully that game, like you understood what I was doing. I've played many games into Assassin, so I hope I could show you how every card that I chose in the sideboard and my blocking choices, like mattered. Because I think there is a lot of intricacies with this matchup, especially now that we did see the ban of bonds. But you know, it's still tricky. Like you can still get caught up. Sometimes you can just get hands that don't work. Yeah, we'll see what he had left. Yeah, cool. And I think we had a nice little stat coming. Yeah, that was pretty juicy. This is kind of nice as well. The throw daggers for the end game with the concealed blades. You love to see it. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm glad I got to show you a Riptide game and a Slippy game, something off meta, something on meta. Yeah, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching because I love kind of uploading. If you have any feedback or anything, please let me know. Editing wise, gameplay wise, what you want to see. Would love to improve. I'm also just doing this for like myself at this point, just to kind of look at my games and kind of just a bit of entertainment, to be honest. But also improving is quite fun. So yeah, I'll just kind of have a look at this real quick. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.